And hey, Joan, you want to play some fun with audio real quick?
Oh, you know I love fun with audio.
All right, but first I want to read this from 0751. You ready? This is a hot take. I totally should have just stole it. He says, protesters that obstruct ICE agents should be added to National Sex Offender Database for protecting sex offenders and child traffickers.
That's so good.
Listen, that makes all the sense in the world because as Sam and I were talking, off the air, if you know anything about the Signal chat storyline, where you've got all these people in Minnesota, and this is going on everywhere, by the way, right? I mean, sure, this is going on in places like Los Angeles and Chicago. And so you got all these people that are, the leftist hordes out there, and they are sharing intel and they're using the Signal chat app so that they can communicate with each other and so that they can out ICE agents. And, they got instruction manuals. I mean, the whole thing. So they are knowingly, to 0751's point, they are knowingly protecting people that they know have done horrific things. And so I understand why 0751 has that opinion. We're talking earlier about what Angie said, where, we have these situations across America where all of this fraud is taking place and, all of these protests are taking place. And you do, feel like maybe there's a part of you that is losing your humanity because it's hard to conjure up a lot of sympathy for somebody like a Renee Good or an Alex Preddy. But here's the thing. Because I've had people say that to me. I've had people say, hey, you know what? Don't you feel sorry for, Renee Good or an Alex Preddy or whatever? And it's like, you know what? How about all the people that have been killed by illegal aliens? Do you not have any sympathy for them? Where is your humanity, right? You love the uppity people on the left where they're like, oh, where's your humanity? It's like, where's yours? We have had thousands of people killed by illegal aliens over the past many years. And where is your humanity for the Laken Rileys of the world? You have none. So don't sit here and get all uppity with me about how I have no, real sympathy for a Renee Good or an Alex Preddy when we've been covering stories of like a Jocelyn Nungary, a 12-year-old who was killed by a couple of Venezuelans, right? Or Laken Riley, and all she was doing was jogging, and she was killed as well. Everybody knows these stories. And so I would say to the left, and then I'll let you speak, Joan and Sam. But for the people on the left and the uppities on the super text line about all this, because I was talking about this earlier. You know what? Screw you, I would say, until you can show not only some sympathy, but also some solutions to the problem that your side created. Sit down and shut up. All right, go ahead, Joan.
So here's the kind of compassion they have for Alex Preddy. MS Now. Have you seen the pictures of Alex Preddy on MS Now?
I was telling Dan about this.
No, tell me.
They edited. Now he's not like a very handsome guy.
Okay.
He's not. I'm not calling him ugly, but I'm saying that he's not the handsome guy that they present him to be on MS Now. They actually took his picture and made him look more attractive. They altered his picture. He's got a very long face. They shortened up his face, gave him a nice smile, put a little coloring.
They glammed him.
They glammed him to make him look much. And I have it. I put it up on my X feed. So if you follow me.
Let me go look at it. Joan Jones.
I call this being Trayvon Martin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When the media ran with the picture of him at 12 years old in the Zimmerman case.
That was so ridiculous. I think it didn't. Yeah.
And then it set the precedent. We see it with Renee Good. They choose the picture from years ago where she's got long hair and she looks normal.
Very pretty smile. So her hair's all done.
They know these people are crazy, so they have to kowtow to the left and go, look at this normal, reasonably attractive person that was just out doing a normal thing. It's not normal to interfere with federal agents.
What does it matter how good looking he is, though? Why would they try to pretty him up?
Aesthetically pleasing things sell visually on TV.
Absolutely. Plus, you'll get people, especially women, and we know that it's white liberal women who are out there being crazed. They're going to look at his picture and go, oh, he's such a nice-looking man.
And Joan makes an excellent point, because there's a void right now when it comes to the white liberal women, and they're all going, I want a good man, but, dating liberal men is weird. And so they're going to cling to this idea that you can be both masculine and liberal. You really can't.
Okay, did you look at it, Dan?
You know what? For whatever reason, I don't see it on your post. No, can you send it?
It's because you're on an old one.
Oh,
remember I had the problems that I had.
Yeah, you couldn't operate Twitter.
She was hacked. Okay,
I was hacked.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your
China.
Word for it. There's also a lot of Joan Joneses out there. So anyway, whatever. So I'll take your word for it.
So weird.
What's that?
That there would be Joan Joneses out there.
What's a very common name? I mean, why didn't you? It's funny thing is, Joan Jones is like your real name.
It is.
So, I mean, you couldn't have thought of like Joan, Krafanovich or something, like something, less radio than Joan Jones. Joan Krafanovich. That's your new name,
I'm
Joan.
sure that would have been, really pleasing to the listeners' ears.
Throw one down. I'm Joan Krafanovich for WTN. Go ahead. Never mind. Suffice to say that it is going to be very cold. We've got a high of 32, going to feel like 24, low of 7 tonight. Joan, what do we have? Our current temperature, is it still like 9 degrees out?
Yeah, I think it is. All right, so let me go over to the National Weather Service, hit refresh, and it says we are now at 16. It's warming up, people.
I see this photo now. With this Alex Preddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I see what you're doing. They cleaned up his beard on the main. They cleaned up his beard, and it looks like they gave him a little. Did they give him more hair on top? I wish they'd do that to me. Good Lord.
I think they just made it sort of a little fluffier and.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I see it. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, whatever.
Garner sympathy. There's this fake sense of empathy, which is why people, are driven to do these things, where they feel the need to take, I think, 46 rounds of ammunition to a peaceful protest.
Right.
In the name of empathy, because you think everyone that comes into this country deserves free stuff, which clearly they're getting in Minnesota, considering the fraud that they're looking at.
Well, it is interesting how the left, not to belabor the point, but this whole notion of, good God, man, where's your humanity? Don't you feel sorry for Alex Preddy? And then I could probably spend 4 hours talking about, just listing names of all the people that have been killed by illegal aliens, since Biden came into office. You know what I mean? And telling their stories. And I'm not going to, but I mean, the stories are abundant. So as I always say, you are what you're outraged over, and I'm outraged over all of the people that have been, innocently killed by illegal aliens. And that is why CNN has some new polling out with my buddy Harry Enton. And you know what they find? They find that, guess what? The American people are still pro mass deportation.
Yeah, sometimes I like blunt questions because they sort of get at the underlying feelings that people have. So this is about as blunt a question as you can get. Deport all immigrants here illegally. I will note the ABC News poll asked about undocumented immigrants. So we have slightly different questions, but these were all taken within the last month. And there's real uniformity here. That's what I really think you see. You see real uniformity. Deport all immigrants who are here illegally. 55% of the New York Times. Marquette, 64%. CBS News, 57%. ABC News with a slightly different question, 56%.
I mean, that is huge. So New York Times, 55% said deport all immigrants here illegally. Marquette, 64%, deport them all that are here illegally. CBS and ABC News, both at 57 and 56%. The vast, and by the way, I don't know about Marquette, but ABC, CBS, and the New York Times, clearly these are left-leaning pollsters. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to bet that number is higher. Joan, you think that number is higher?
Could be.
The amount of people that believe that all illegal aliens should be deported immediately. I'd be willing to bet that it's higher. If these liberal pollsters are showing 57, 56, 55%, can you look up, is Marquette a liberal pollster, Sam? Can you look that up, see if there's any indication either way? But see, that's the thing, Joan. That's what I'm saying. So your sympathy, I would say to the Democrats, your sympathy is with the wrong side. Your sympathy is with the wrong people. Your sympathy is with the child molesters and the murderers and the rapists and the drug dealers and all that. The American people know that you are on the wrong side of right versus wrong. Clearly, they are. You see, Marquette?
It's coming across as one of the least biased polls.
Okay, well, then the least biased says that 64% of the American people are saying, according to Marquette, is 64% say that all illegal aliens should be deported immediately. I love that. It's because I think that will bode well. We're talking to Matthew Hurd about that. I think that'll bode well for the midterm elections. Okay, we've got to get back on track. It is 821, Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Super Text line is open, 615-737-9986. To say that I've been a little off clock today, Joan, it would be an understatement. I liked how you tried, and I just want to call it, say thank you, Joan, for, even though I went to the news earlier at 8:03, you did do a time check of 8 o'clock. I did appreciate that. I noticed that.
Yeah.
It was already in your script, and you didn't look at the at the clock. Actually,
thank you, Dan. Thank you for exposing my terrible.
Listen, I'm here for you, Joan. By the way, Chris Hand is he broadcasting from home today? Chris Hand?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
You know those roads back there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee are going to be all slicked over today.
They're just 5 inches of ice on the roads out there in Murfreesboro. I'm not
going to make fun of him.
Oh, yeah, because Joan's at home, too.
She said in her pajamas with likely a second cup of really fancy coffee compared to what we have here.
Drinking her with her pinky out, the whole thing. Oh, whatever.
Little Boys to Men for you.
Is this Boys to Men? All right, very good. One Direction is more my jam, to be perfectly honest. But this is good, too. Amy wanted to go see Boys to Men. I think they're playing here in Nashville, like March or April, I think. And I had to put my foot down. It's like, look, we went to go see One Direction in Las Vegas. I think it was Joan, was it One Direction I went to go see?
You went to see the Backstreet Boys in Vegas.
I'm sorry, the same thing. Backstreet Boys. So I went to go see the Backstreet Boys in Las Vegas.
Why do I remember that?
I don't know. It's actually pretty impressive. But I had to put my foot down to Boys to Men. I couldn't do it. The prices are like really crazy. Chris, if Chris Hand joins us as the crisscross handoff. Chris, if your wife really wanted to go to something, you ever just like put your foot down and said, "No way, I'm not doing that"?
Well, we're just trying to, warm up the house here in Murfreesboro for starters. I'm not worried about where we're going next. We gotta figure out a way to dig out from this storm, Dan.
Is that why you're broadcasting from home today, Chris?
The doors are completely frozen shut. I'd be there if I could. You
guys snow drifts like on the garage and the front door, and they're like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, one of the dogs died. I don't know what to do.
Wow.
They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the dogs. So these kids, it's chaotic here.
Kids got to eat somehow. Hey,
how are you guys doing?
We're good. We're missing you today, Chris.
I'm missing you guys too.
I don't think you are actually.
I am.
I'm just kidding. No, listen. Roads are still apparently tough there in Murfreesboro. Are they, Chris?
They are. I haven't ventured out on them. I'm a little bit too nervous. Better safe than sorry. If it saves one life, I'm going to stay home.
So the best part of this whole thing is that Chris is trying to sell that the roads are too tough for him to go to come in, yet he has not gone outside.
Yeah, well, the doors are frozen shut, Dan.
Hey, Chris, what is that major street that you live about, 8 feet from? I don't know what street that is, but
it's so hard to see it through the snow squalls. I can't recall.
Okay. Very good.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What?
Yes. And I'm wondering if you could settle this debate. I've been having it with some listeners on the gram. I got a message from a listener, Amy, this morning. She was very upset because the other day I had a hot take. Okay.
Okay.
And here's my hot take: if bodybuilders can't use steroids, then the supermodel contestants shouldn't be allowed to wear makeup. Your thoughts, Dan?
I see where you're going with that, actually. Like, it took me a second to figure out what you were doing, but isn't makeup... Hey, Joan, chime in on this. Isn't makeup like part of a woman's like ability to create art on her face? Isn't that like a skill?
I never thought of it that way, but...
Well,
I feel like it's a performance enhancer,
It's
and we shouldn't allow it.
So, in other words, all beauty pageants should feature no makeup.
No makeup, no fillers, no plastic surgery. You got to be au naturel. Otherwise, we're talking performance-enhancing drugs.
You got me on the last two there, but you know, these bodybuilders also get their bodies waxed and shaved all the way down to the last hair, and then they get orangified. They get Cheetoed as the left.
Orangified? What are you talking about?
They get the spray-on tan to like a 7-Eleven
Bronzer.
hot dog on the back of the roller grill.
They do the bronzer, Dan. You've done bronzer.
Oddly enough, no, I haven't.
You don't do bronzer before you go on your cruises?
No, I don't do bronzer. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds creepy as all get out.
He's Greek, so he just layers on the olive oil and sits out in the sun.
That's all you need.
That's exactly what I do.
Perfect.
Hey, Chris. You know, I had some advice for the people that are still out of. Make sure my audio's up. I had some advice for the people whose power in electricity is still out across Middle Tennessee. If they're trying to call the electric company, they're not doing it the right way. What they really need to do is call them like this. Hey, you guys! That's what they need to do.
Yes.
That's how you call the electric company to come and turn your power back on.
Well, I can just speak from experience with how bad it is currently in Murfreesboro. That's the best way of communication.
Is it really? Because it's really helped you, hasn't it?
Yep.
All right, Chris, as a fellow millennial, back me up here. When you hear that, do you think electric company or do you think Sloth from Goonies?
It's Goonies all day.
Exactly.
I was wondering who was doing the Goonies line.
I thought it was a Joan impression of Sloth.
That's from the original. You see, okay, so people of a certain age, Joan.
People near the Medicare line.
People of a certain age, me and Joan, we remember the electric company from, way back when, right, Joan? Being in our little PJs on Saturday morning and, maybe sometimes in school, they would have us watch the electric company.
Oh, yeah.
I remember on rainy days in Southern California, because despite the song, it does actually rain in Southern California, they would pull out a big old, I don't know what you call box TV set, and, we would get to watch the electric company. And, and so then earlier, you missed it, Chris. Earlier, Joan was trying to sing the electric company theme song. Now, you've never actually seen the electric company.
I've never seen the electric company.
Okay, very good. I think what we have here, Joan, is a generational divide.
A generational, it's something, but it's not a divide. I mean, they didn't get to experience the rich, full things that we did as we were children.
No, that's true. That's true, Joan.
That's right. We didn't get to hit the circle down the street with the stick or write our homework on stone tablets. We totally missed out on that.
Listen, you haven't lived until you've ridden a brontosaurus.
Oh.
You have not lived until I've slashed your tires, Sam.
Hard to do from home, Joan.
Oh, yeah, but there's always tomorrow.
Don't worry. With the current weather in southern Middle Tennessee, there's no way Joan's going to be in there for at least a week or two.
Hey, so I have something in common with Greg Bavino, head of the Border Patrol.
Great
What's
hair?
that? Are you
Nope,
being
it's
are you
not
being
that.
fired and moved to another market?
No, not yet. Maybe after this show,
Goodness.
if I play this one more time, they'll definitely going to send me to like Paducah if I keep doing that. No, Greg Bavino is being tormented by Antifa in his hotel room, and they've finally been able to start arresting people. Apparently, well, I've been staying at the hotel myself, and it is clear that word has gotten out to local Antifa that I am staying at the hotel because I've been tormented by what I have not so affectionately dubbed as mini Antifa. So for the last 2 nights, I've been trying to sleep, Chris, and there are 3 very small little children that are just screaming to high heaven.
Oh, those are the worst kind of Antifa members.
They won't be quiet. And so I'm trying to sleep. And the last 2 nights, it's like they're screaming, they're taking baths. And I kid you not, Chris, last night, I'm trying to sleep. And you've got these 3 little girls. And you know what they're doing? They're playing hockey in the hallway. And guess whose door was the net? Mine. And so...
Can we at least give the girls some grace? Dan goes to bed at 5:30.
Shut up, Chris.
Okay.
Shut up.
So I think I've been terrorized by mini Antifa here in Middle Tennessee at my hotel room. It was so bad, Chris, that you know what I did?
You pepper sprayed them.
You know what? If I had pepper spray, I would have pepper sprayed them. They're like we were talking earlier. They're like 3, 5, and like 7. And so it was so bad that I actually left my hotel room and I came here to the radio station to sleep at like 10 o'clock last night.
No way.
That's how bad it was. And you'll appreciate this, Chris. The hotel, and I'm not going to say which hotel it is, but the hotel that I was at, they kept in my 3-day stay, they keep sending me text messages. Are you happy with your stay? Is there anything that we can do better? Right? So we actually texted back. I texted back and I said, does anybody actually read these? I kid you not, Chris. 2 hours later, I get a return text message. You know what the text message said? Yes. China.
China. My gosh.
That's all they said. Yes, China.
Yeah, that's all they said. This is a hotel where customer service is supposed to be a thing. I said, does anybody read these things? And they said, yes, China. What kind of a customer service oriented? I mean, I loved it. It was funny as all get out. But it's like, what? That's not customer service.
I'm a little bit curious in your planning process. When you decide that you are going to flee the hotel,
yes.
Do you bring a pillow and a blanket with you?
No, I didn't. I should have, but I mean, that would look a little weird.
Oh, so you sleeping on the couch without a blanket is fine, but if as soon as a blanket is entered, then it's weird?
I was curled up on the fetal position downstairs. Luckily nobody was here. But yeah.
Which couch? Did you do the Performance Center couch or did you do the podcast studio couch?
Performance Center. Oh, I should have gone into the podcast studio. That's a far better couch.
100% should have gone to the podcast studio.
Yeah.
You missed opportunity there.
But anyway, so yeah, these kids, one of these kids was running around, I think like the 3-year-old or whatever, running around in nothing but a diaper in the hallway of the hotel room. And so I finally did call down to, I feel bad because I don't like to venture into, old get off my lawn guy, but I finally called down and I said, can you do something about these children that are running around?
One of them's not wearing pants.
Well, I didn't, you know what? I didn't actually talk about the one little one that was not wearing any clothes, but I mean, it's like, come on, man, put some clothes on that kid.
You got to put some clothes on that kid. That's rule 1 of parenting.
Well, I mean, honestly, especially in a hotel. I mean, whatever.
Dude, you sound like you've had a night.
2 nights. I have not been able to sleep.
Are you going to venture back to Mount Juliet this evening?
Yes, I'm venturing back to Mount Juliet.
Are you sure you're going to make it?
I'm going to make it. I may actually stop by Starbucks, which has been, sorely lacking in my life. Nobody seems to miss me at home, by the way, so I'll probably, I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to mosey around the county and see if anybody notices at home that I'm actually, not there.
New YouTube poll. Who misses Dan more? Is it Amy or the barista at Starbucks?
Touch my knobs. When I go into Starbucks, everybody says, hey, Dan, how are you? I don't get that kind of, greeting when I go home.
No.
You know what? I bet you the mini terrorists at the hotel probably would be happier to see me than my family when I walk in today.
Oh, Dan, stop.
Not if they catch that you threatened to pepper spray them if you could.
Well, there was that, too. Anyway, all right, so, Chris, you have some things for this?
Yeah, we can do some things. I found an article that I thought you guys might like. Some pets need a new home. This is from New York. Animal rescue volunteers are racing to find new homes for hundreds of pet rats. Found running amok in a filthy, now condemned house in the New York City suburbs.
Are they all named Mamdani?
No, they're not. Most of them are. But there's a group of about 10 volunteers who spent the last couple of weeks rounding up domesticated white rats at a home in Rocky Point.
Wait, domesticated?
They're domesticated, yeah. They've already collected 450 of them.
450?
And they got about 30 more to catch.
Well, you know how you catch a bunch of domesticated rats, right? You go, hey, you guys! And you just try to collect them all right there.
Well, here's what's making it challenging for them. Okay, you ready for this? Mm-hmm. They're in the walls of this condemned home.
Wow.
I would burn it down and start over.
You know, walking in there, all you're going to hear is.
Oh, it's gross. It's gross.
So how do you domesticate a rat?
Yeah, do you play fetch with it?
Yeah, you put it on a leash, you walk it.
No, stop.
Oh yeah, people do it.
Do you know that when I worked in New York, when they say that they've got rats as big as cats, I mean, like truly, they have rats as big as cats. We had a rat in the building that I worked in, and it was running around in the kitchen. And so, what would you do if you saw a rat, Chris? Would you get on a chair?
No.
Okay. Neither did I, by the way. Moving right along.
You didn't? Did you scream and jump on a chair?
No, I didn't do that at all.
Yes, you
did. No,
starting to sound like what you did.
Yeah.
You know what? When
thou doth protesteth too much.
When that happened, I started screaming for my coworkers.
Hey, you guys!
Call the exterminator.
Now, if you get bit by a New York City rat, you might get some kind of superpower.
You know what? That's absolutely right. Maybe I got bitten by a New York rat many years ago, or maybe sooner, maybe more recently, Chris, because, I do have a new superpower. Did you know that, Chris?
I did not know.
Yeah, you know what my superpower? If you go and you watch us on YouTube, you will notice I have a new superpower where I can start like moving in really slow motion all of a sudden.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I speed right up again. And
awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's a newfound superpower that only seems to happen on YouTube and Facebook and Rumble and X when people watch us on the Super Talk TV.
Stunning. It's unbelievable to watch this.
So they're trying to figure out why it is that we're buffering on the on this street. I thought that was you know what? That actually that wasn't funny in the 5 o'clock hour either, was it, guys? No.
No.
Dan Mandis in Nashville's Morning News. He puts the buff in buffering.
Yes.
How does Dan put the buff in buffering? He goes to contours.
Oh, let's go.
There you go. That's exactly right. Anyway, so domesticated New York rats. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Is that what you brought for this, Chris?
And people are saying that these rats deserve a second chance. They're clean animals and can be friendly like a hamster. They make wonderful pets.
Oh, they do not.
I say you take a Burmese python that's gotten loose in Florida and you just drop it off in New York.
Do you know who thinks that rats are good pets? Burmese pythons.
There you go.
Betty on the super text line says the female ones are named Letitia. That was good, Betty. I like that.
Oh, no.
The rats are better looking. What? All right, what else you got, Chris? We got like a minute.
Let's see. We can $200,000 lawsuit for food racism. Did you hear about this?
No, go ahead.
Food
racism. A dispute that began over heating a dish in a microwave has ended with 2 Indian students winning $200,000 from an American university, University of Colorado Boulder. They filed a lawsuit, a civil rights lawsuit, because they said they faced a series of microaggressions and retaliatory actions following a microwave incident. They wanted to microwave a very, very popular Indian dish called palak paneer. It's one of northern India's most popular dishes, pureed spinach and paneer, which is the Indian equivalent of cottage cheese. They wanted to microwave it on campus, but other students said, you can't do that. It reeks, and that won them $200,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I wonder what it smells like.
Burnt hair and a used diaper.
Very good.
Oh, yuck.
That's what I'm imagining.